Hello, welcome pen friends. I am here today to do a first impressions, or more like an early impressions video about this little pocket pen that made its way here. It's a gift from a pen friend FD. Thank you so much. And it's really tiny, which the way I have the camera right now, you can't tell, but we're going to do some comparisons and then you're going to really see it side by side with some of my other little mini fountain pens, and it's one of the smallest and it's really cute. It's actually called Filcao, and I'm not really sure what the model is, but it is a mini fountain pen, and this one is aluminum. There are some acrylic ones and different finishes, but I'm only seeing them on eBay and I don't think they're being made anymore. It's from Italy, and it just kind of it unscrews and then it screws to post. I think I'm gonna probably have to not be on such a magnification here, but the little cap, of course, then screws to post and make it longer for you. And it's just amazing. I really didn't know what to think, but when I started writing with it, it's got such a smooth nib, and it takes a cartridge. The cartridge that came with it was a little bit older, and so what I did, it was dried up, so I flushed it out. And I did actually try to use a Kaweco cartridge, but it wouldn't quite go in, and I didn't want to harm the pen. So until I do more research and find out, you know, what exact size this is, I'm just using the one that came with it, all cleaned out and refilled. Actually, what I have in it is Pilot Iroshizuku Georgian. I'm not really sure how to say that, but it's a beautiful light purple, and it's been really nice for this. So what we'll do, well, we'll look at the pen some more. Now you've seen that it's a cartridge filling system, and you saw how it posts, and it posts really good. You just have to be patient about lining up the threads, that's all. And let's see, so we'll look at it real good, and then we'll do some comparisons with other mini pens. I think that will be really nice, so that you can see how small it actually is. And then we'll do a writing sample. I've got my little number 2 currently inked booklet here. And then I'll talk about what I like and don't like, and there's not a lot on that don't like side, so let's just take a little bit more time to look at it. This is the Finial. Let's see. It's going to be hard to show you. It has the name of the pen printed on it, but it's extremely hard to see, and then dealing with camera and bifocal, I can't do it. But it is kind of etched in there, that Filcao little logo, and it says Italy right here. Let's see if we can, maybe we can show that. Wow, it's really hard with my glasses. It's got a clip that's quite tight and small, but it looks functional, and a little band kind of trim here. Quite simple, very lightweight. In fact, I measured it out. Let's see, I weigh it at 14.1 grams, so it's very lightweight. Okay, but I think it's going to be really useful to line it up with the other mini fountain pens. This is the mini fountain pens are among my favorite. I just love having pocket pens, and my collection has been growing, and we'll get to see that, but here in a second. Okay, so my most used pocket pens, I've got one over by the sink to be cleaned, are these Moonman Mini Wonkais. So we'll start with that one. Probably have a rolling contest here because I couldn't find my other little thing I usually put them on. Okay, and then of course I love, and you're probably familiar with, the little Kaweco Sport. Okay, again, plastic though. I've got a couple of metal pens. I've got the Traveler's brass pen. So that's it, sort of in league with it, a little bit more heavyweight pen, and of course brass. So there's that. Make sure we can still see everything. Okay, and then the Kaweco Lilliput, that was also a gift. Well, this one and this one were a gift from my pen friend a couple years ago and a year ago, respectively. So, and this one, being a metal pen that screws to post, is similar. Let's see what we can determine by putting those side by side. I haven't actually done that yet. So that's pretty interesting. So, you know, little sections and metal, very similar. This one's heavier. Huh. Okay. I just wanted to see that. Not that I'm all that coordinated. Okay. Okay, so then I've got a couple others that, and one in particular I wanted to show you is the little Laban and the stipula. So the little Laban pen kind of reminded me of it at first because it doesn't screw to post, but it does post, and it's got the metal section. Whoops, got to stay where you can see me. But it's totally different material and everything. So again, we're comparing apples and oranges for the most part. We'll keep those metal and aluminum. This is aluminum, and this is brass, and gee, I'm not sure about the Lilliput. Okay, then I think everything else is plastic. Definitely the little Stipula Passaporto, which is also an Italian pen and has a really nice smooth nib, and of course it's plastic, but it posts that way. This is a really nice pen too. I wish I had it with a broad nib. I don't know why, but I do wish it was a broad nib. I guess I'm like that though. That's just me. But I remember it as being very smooth, and I need to write with it again. Okay, then I've got, you know, just lots. The little Pilot Petite one is one of my very favorite carry everywhere and bang around with fountain pens. And then this was new to me, I think this year, not long ago. The little Monteverde MVP. I love this one. This one is really pretty. And the fact that I can switch out the nibs and everything, that makes that really nice too. I got a broad, but it wasn't a very broad nib, so at first I was a little fussy. But now that I'm using a lot of Pilot Iroshizuku inks, I'm finding that the ink is a big deal too, and that's kind of helping out. So I'll have to put some Konpeki in that one, I think. Okay, so what else have we got? We got some duplicates we don't need to bring over. But the TWSBI Mini, of course, is way bigger, and it's in a different price class too, because the TWSBI Mini is in that $50 price range, where this little pocket pen is in a very affordable, like $12 ballpark price range, and they're available spottily wherever you could find them on eBay and secondhand. So it's not really fair, but then again, we always want to see the TWSBI Mini. We kind of know what it looks like. And then my most recent, my own purchase is the Opus 88. I got to read off the side because I keep mini pocket pen with the checker design. This wasn't supposed to happen actually, but Manuel helped me. I actually had money in my pen account that I was going to use for something else for the house, and he said, get that pen and get it while you can. So I did, and it was right before my birthday, so it got here before my birthday, but I haven't inked it up yet. I really wanted to savor that, and I'm going to. And I did get a broad nib on this. Again, this is way out of the price range, but I just wanted you to see, I guess, all of the different sizes that I do have of. This is kind of a league of its own, so let's put it with the TWSBI Mini, because those are closer in, well, they're close in price range. Yeah, they're within $20 or so. And then, of course, I do have one vintage, the Waterman 52 vintage ladies pocket pen, so I'll put that here. I guess we just, everybody wanted to come out and play, I guess. So okay, so there's everything. Most similar, I'm not really sure on that, because I'm looking, you know, at several different things like size and materials, and so there's such a variety here. This is quite unique, I think, in my little collection, that is. There's another little fountain pen. I must have it out to work on it. It's a little, it has a little bladder filler. I can't remember the exact, it's a Chinese one, but I wouldn't compare those two because of this having a cartridge. But I meant to have that one out, and I'm not sure exactly where I have it in my, everything's sorted for action, so to speak, right now. So been going through a time of trying to organize. So I don't know, section-wise, it does have that really narrow section, which I measured out at approximately 8 millimeters. And generally I like a thicker one, but I didn't have any trouble writing 2 A5 pages today in the thank you for my pen friend. And that's what had me doing this early impressions video. I thought, you know, I want to get back here and working and enjoying these videos in contact with you guys. So I thought I would start here, you know, where I was already, was ink this one up. And that's where we are. So I think next we'll do a writing sample, since that might be the best way to show you how much I like it. Okay, and this is 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. And the ink, like I said, is Pilot Iroshizuku Jirojin 100th anniversary ink. It's really a nice ink. So let's do that. I'll make this a little bit closer for you. Mini fountain pen. Ooh, kind of messy writing there. But it's a nice wet writer, and it's smooth, and I love it. I wouldn't ever think I had to even touch it with micro mesh. It's just really nice. And what a surprise in that category of pens to have it so smooth right out of the package. Okay, so there are a lot of little stats and everything that I will put in the description box, because that's the easiest way that I've found to do it. But it's just a really nice pen, and of course I'll write with it longer and let you know later on what I think of it too. But for right now, let's just talk about a couple of pros and cons. And I probably already have whoops, done that quite a bit, but I have a couple things written down. Of course, the smooth nib is #1. That's just amazing. The size, I've had it in my jeans pocket, and because I know it's in a cartridge in the aluminum body, I really don't worry about it at all, and it's been great. I find that it's very cute. I think it's the thing I'm worried most about is, like, I don't want to run it through the laundry or lose it, because it is small. There are probably some smaller pens, but and then the fact that it takes a cartridge is really nice. I've got a lot of empty ones. I can use this one until I figure out exactly which one is going to have that exact right opening for it. But I like to refill cartridges anyway. Seldom do I just like what's loaded in there all that much. I'm just not a cartridge person that much. I just use my ink syringe to fill it with whatever I'd like. So then on the other side, on the don't like side, really the only thing I can think of is that it's not as comfortable, let's say, as the Moonman Mini, where you're talking about quite a bit more of a section to hold on to. Of course, it's posted as well, so it's not going to be that little. So, you know, these are just super comfortable. But I thought I would find it uncomfortable, and it wasn't. So I think for a short time, just for writing a page or two, I wouldn't mind it at all. I think for taking notes for, you know, half a day, it wouldn't work out that great. But that's the only thing. Possibly another thing might be somewhat like what I find with the Lamy All-Stars, where I don't want to ding it up. You know, I think that could happen, but I'm just careful with it, and it shouldn't get hurt in my pocket as long as I'm not carrying a bunch of change too or whatever. So who do I think would like this? I think anybody who likes pocket pens, who either collects them or just really likes a pocket fountain pen. I mean, it's a budget pen, it's affordable. And it's got that great nib. So I wanted to share with you about it, and I wanted to thank my pen friend, which I've done in text and in a letter and now in the video, but still, it's really cool. And I think I've got 2 more pens to kind of do the early impression on. One is the one I just showed you, the Opus 88, the mini one, and I want to call it, I don't know what I want to call it, but it's mini pocket pen. So there's this one that'll be coming soon, and then, or hopefully, I shouldn't make any promises right now because it's December, and it turns out that December is very busy. It happens every year, and I guess I forget. And then the other one is the Halo. I was gifted a Halo. We'll just pull it out just for a second, and thank my pen friend MB for that. Oh my gosh, I just couldn't. Oh my. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's got a little purple section and a medium nib, and it's got that same size as the Coloro. So yeah, they'll be interchangeable, which I have a broad for that one. So that's going to be really interesting. But we'll do this another day. These 2 I really want to take my time with, and I think, you know, just the ease of popping in the cartridge made me start with this one. It was also first through the door. But so thank you very much for watching, and thank you for your patience with me on the ink vent. Seems like I'm going to have to slide that to January in order to enjoy it, because I like to savor the inks. I mean, I really like that. I like to do the little things I like to do, and it's the first time that I ever felt so rushed that it just wasn't working out for me well. But it's not like they're going anywhere. They're right there on my dining room table in the little advent calendar, and we'll get to them and enjoy them in January. And meanwhile, there's lots of people doing awesome artistic and reviewing and all kinds of neat stuff. So I'm really pleased that that's happening, because there wasn't quite as much of that the other time, that 2019, when I wasn't able to even to get one. So anyway, tell me what you think. Tell me what your favorite pocket pen is, if you like them at all, and what you like about it. And I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.